didn't
Because
claim it
that
as
is
my own.
plagiarism.
That's not plagiarism. I think I don't know if I'm right on this, but I think plagiarism is where you're copying it from like literally every page, every single.
Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Rykon, you're in trouble, mister. I don't know what happened to you, man. Oh wait, I do. But you're pissing people off, man. You really, oh boy. I wonder what you did. Listen. I know this little kid. Rykon, GamerFan8, you know, the guy who makes some pretty bad RPs and likes to reuse his plots and characters and all that jazz. You know how it is. If you know me, you're going to be aware of the fact that I'm the one who shits on him the most out of pretty much everybody in this entire community. Hell, I dare say I roast him more than Jack fucking roasted him. But anyways, it's not the point. The point of this is, this all started apparently since 2017, since Rykon even became Rykon. You know, because there's a lot of people here. Well, recently there's this guy. His name's Unstoppable Jinx, better known now as Archie. That's what he likes to be referred to as, I suppose. He recently made a live stream about Mr. Rykon. Now, you could ask yourself, but Kirai, Rage, why do you give a shit? Well, here's the thing. I watch these type of videos. I check out what's legit, what's not. I fact check if it just so happens to involve a friend of mine, even though, yes, I do shit on him quite a bit. I will still see whether this kid deserves to be shat on or not. So I watched the stream, and I was kind of woken up by this shit too, to be honest with you. When I woke up, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was barely waking up, and then Rykon and a few other friends are like messaging and shit, and they're like, "Oh, Rage, you need to watch this," blah blah blah. So check it out for myself, see what's going on. I watched the stream. There's a lot of invalid points. Now I know there's going to be a couple people like Ron, like you saw in the beginning of this video here. That is an entirely different feud. I'll go on that in just a moment. But some people like Ron are saying those are some valid points, which I'm going to be honest with you, and this is from a neutral standpoint, those are not valid. And well, I will say there are a few that are valid indeed. However, some of those points are long old. They are so irrelevant, yet they are being brought up now, and yet people are barely going to start using them as insults or like claims that Mr. Rykon has been like stealing people's ideas or whatever. Come on, guys. Stuff like that, like the Rykon, like we get it. There was a guy named Unrelenting Gaming who made a CAC called Rykon, but with a C. And Rykon is, you already know, Rykon is very, very unoriginal. He is very shit when it comes to his own ideas. He is not imaginative. He's not creative. You know how it is. If you worked with him, then yes, you know how he operates. The boy needs help. That's how it usually goes with him. But obviously the guy's going to be like, oh, I have the idea of making Rykon, but with a K, not a C. No one will give me shit for that, right? Obviously not, because Jack, that was the first RP Rykon was ever in, was in Jack's original RP. The one with Jack and Yukine, you know, that one. Yeah. Jack never gave him a hard time on that. Yukine never gave him a hard time. It wasn't until he left that RP that Jack decided to be like, I own that character, this and that, and then that sparked this entirely crazy feud involving who owns that character. So if you want to shit on anybody, you can try shitting on Jack for wanting to own the character of Rykon. But I bet you won't. But anyways, it's irrelevant as well. Eventually, about a year later or so, Jack, who long stopped talking to Rykon a while back, decided to hit up Unrelenting Gaming on Twitter about Rykon and him stealing the name. Unrelenting Gaming, of course, was offended by what had happened, and of course he didn't know any context. He just heard from Jack that Rykon stole the name. That's pretty much it. So Unrelenting Gaming was pissed off, but did he seek action? Did he seek legal action? No, of course not. You want to know why? Because yes, that is like, he is legit stealing a character, an idea, or at least the name, because the character was long since altered. It's now completely original Rykon. You know what I mean? Like character-wise, not the name, just the character. the personality, all that stuff, right? But did Unreal Gaming, did he seek lawyers? Did he seek any fucking, like, anything involving legal third party, like, did he? Did he get an attorney? No, he did not. So, who gives a shit at the end of the day with all that, right? And even if so, like Ron, for instance, he's now shitting on Rykon over that? Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you fucking were in an RP with the guy. You worked with this guy. Long time. And I don't think you've ever fucking got serious enough and told him, dude, you need to change your name. You're copying someone. What the fuck? You're only doing that because you're so salty about what had happened. I'll get into that in a moment. But, anyways. And also, I'm trying to be neutral but blunt. And I know some of you, like Ron, Shadow, you guys are used to being blunt. So, here's me being blunt. Anyways. So, with Jinx, he got offended with this whole, like, Rykon matter in terms of what Rykon has done lately. Meaning the whole virus situation. You guys know Virus, right? I'm sure you know him, but you don't really talk to him. In fact, I don't think any of you even like the guy. I'm going to be honest with you. So, you guys saw what happened to Virus. You know, Virus, his character was quote-unquote stolen. Because, see, there was a character in Rykon's new RP, Shattered Realms, who I'm not necessarily a fan. I'm in the RP, yes, but I am not a fan of it by any means. However, I am willing to help out my friend. But anyways, we decided as a meme to make the Virus character. Now, I'll just let you know right now, Rykon had not originated that idea. That idea was not his. It was originally mine, you see. I was the one who trolled even him and was saying, you know what, I'm going to use the Virus CAC, because at the time I was using that CAC for my own RP, and that's how I was going to use to get rid of Virus, because he had not been appearing in my RP for a while. And I said, you know, I'd rather just make the character and kill him off in there. So I did that, but because I was being a lazy son of a bitch and I didn't want to make a brand new character, I was like, let me use Virus. I did it as a joke at first, but then it evolved into something where I was like, you know what, I'll fucking do it. I'll make a Virus, but obviously I'm going to be a completely different character. I'm going to throw a bunch of personality, something Virus, the OG Virus, the regular Virus. You may know him as Virus, the Furry Fox, or Remnant B, whatever the fuck he's calling himself now. I said I was going to make him completely different and bring some life into this guy. So, Rykon, he finally caved in and he was like, okay, fine. So he was all on board with it, as were the other cast members, because they didn't have a problem with it. So, there you go. And then, for some reason, Virus decided to watch. I guess he watches Rykon's content. I don't know. He never comments. He never talks to Rykon about watching and stuff. He just, maybe a friend of his hit him up and told him. So Virus, instead of being like, oh shit, someone's using, you know, basically what looks to be my character, instead of feeling like, damn, like they really must need my character's likeness. You know what I mean? Because I would feel like that. No, he gets offended. He's like, that's not me, so I'm mad. That's giving me attention. That's negative attention. That's still attention, but I don't like it. So he comes up with this idea that we're using the actual DOZ Virus and everything about him, character, personality, background, all this and that, which isn't the case. Honestly, you think we want to use a fucking depressed Virus? No, we don't. We're using the fucking image, yes, by all means, but not the history, not the actual character itself. If you are smart enough to realize that, you would have known by now. But it is what it is. I know there are a couple people in this community who are just itching to take a bite out of anything and, you know, get mad. That's just how it is. Yeah, most of y'all don't even like Virus. Like Ron, for example. Like fucking, what's his name, Jinx. Y'all don't like Virus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Ron personally, about his feelings toward Virus in terms of what happens in their relationship or whatever. Jinx and Virus, they fucking went at each other's throats for years. And certain instances where fucking, I know it's getting a little personal here, like, you know, IRL stuff, but Jinx even took like 2 girls from Virus. You know what I mean? So like, I kind of got a little triggered when Jinx even said, and this is nothing against Jinx, like from me to him, this isn't anything personal, man. This isn't like I hate you or you hate me type thing. Like, I know you did mention me. I'll get into that later on. But you said that Rykon deserves to get all this hate because of what, you know, what Rykon did to Virus, even though Rykon didn't do anything to Virus. Which is crazy, because if he's getting hate, don't you think you should deserve a lot of hate too, considering you went after Virus on a personal level and took his girls. Because we're not, we can't pretend that didn't happen, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I get that's over and done with. But technically, this whole thing with Rykon getting undeserved hate, or in your words, deserved hate, that didn't even start. Rykon didn't even come at Virus on a personal level. It could have legit been anybody that we could have used as a CAC. And guess what? No one would give a shit. If Virus truly gave a shit, you know what he would have done? He would have copyrighted his character. He would have went to a goddamn lawyer. Is he going to do that? Does he have plans to do that? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you right now. No, he is not going to do that. None of us are going to do that. You want to know why? Because that's just it. They're video game characters. We are not making money out of it. Nor do we plan to. Let's be honest. So, like, this can easily be seen, like, if looked at by normal people who don't do this, as a fucking joke. Come on, guys. We aren't fucking 12. Get over it. You know what I mean? There are plenty of other characters or people who have done things like this, but you guys are just taking it too far. Come on. Jinx, listen, buddy. You said you were going to leave the community, like, a month ago. You said it yourself in the stream. You said it before in other people's, stuff. Okay, I get that. I want to leave too sometimes. Other people want to leave. Shadow fucking left. A lot of people want to leave this community. I can understand that. But here's the thing, amigo. You came back. You came back and what did you do? You immediately made a stream talking about drama. The same thing, the very same thing that you wanted to leave because you didn't like drama. Who does that? I get it. I don't like drama either too, but it's not going to make me fucking legit, like, fucking erase all my previous videos and then literally say, okay, I quit the community. If I'm going to quit the community, you bet your ass I'm legit going to quit the community. I'll be done with it. And that's the day when I stop having fun. I'm still having fun, believe it or not, in terms of content that I make. Not the content that I see, not the content that I'm involved with. It's the content I make for myself. It's for fun. The moment I stop having fun, then I'll leave. But when I leave, I assure you, I am going to stay gone. I'm not going to wait a month. I'm not going to wait a week and then come back. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not that type of person. But like Jinx, I just don't understand why you do that. Why you do this. You've done it before multiple times, man. Where you're like, you leave the community, you come back anyways. You know what I mean? Just don't leave, man, if you're going to come back anyways. I don't know, but it's your business. I understand that. I'm just, that's all you, man. You're not busy knocking me down. I'm not busy knocking you down on a normal basis. Nothing like that. We're literally avoiding each other, if anything, and that's okay. That's fine. You're doing your thing. I have no problem with that. I'm doing my own thing. You don't seem to have a problem with it. I get that. I'm cool with it. But Rykon here, come on. He's also doing his own thing. Granted, yes, his content is pretty fucking shit. And that's just from my opinion. Again, it's an opinion. You might like it. Some other person might like it. I get that. But I'm just going from my opinion. But I'm not going to constantly fucking hit at Rykon and fucking be like, Rykon, you're the cause of, you're the cancer of this, fucking YouTube drama. Or Xenoverse 2, like, why the community is so shit. Which also is a blatant fucking lie. You even admitted in his comment section of that video, Rykon's little stream, where he was talking about what's wrong with the community. You agree with most of what he said. You never said in the comments that he was one of the reasons why. You never did that until now. This stream kind of contradicted yourself a little bit there. And then it's funny because in that very video when you showed it on your stream, it had a like. We even saw your comment on there. You know what I mean? It's like, what the, I don't get it, Jinx. I really don't with that. I'm so confused with that. It is what it is though. And like Rykon, he's just an idiot. Like there's no, like you said that he holds himself higher than everybody else. I'm gonna let you know right now that it's not true. I talk to Rykon almost every day. Whether I text him, whether I'm in a fucking call with him. Dude, I'll tell you right now, Jinx, since you don't talk to me or Rykon in a normal basis, I want to let you know right now, and I'm just being 100% honest. Rykon gets fucking shit on. He gets destroyed by everybody, even a little fucking kid named Twisted. Even Twisted fucking wrecks Rykon. Rykon doesn't stand a chance. He legit, nobody, at least in our own little circle, our little inner circle, we don't fucking hold Rykon on a pedestal. We don't be like, wow, Rykon, you got the best RPs, better than anyone. Fuck everybody else. You're the shit. We don't. Trust me. We roast him more than anybody could ever roast you, Jinx. Or anybody could ever roast anybody else in this fucking community. He gets shit on the most. But you guys wouldn't know that. You throw accusations and think, he's holding himself up. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't talk himself. If anything, there are people like fucking, like Jack, fucking Ron, fucking other people like that. Like even Shadow at times back then with his Sin Roar. They talked about how good their RP skills were, or like what they do. Rykon never does that. He doesn't. He knows that he isn't that good. He never holds himself on a high pedestal. I'll tell you that right now. And it's probably because we shit on him so much. We prevent him from thinking that way. But like, the kid's pretty fucking humble compared to how most people in this community are, believe it or not. So I'm gonna debunk you on that, man. Like Rykon, he never once held himself on a high pedestal. You don't even know the guy as well as I do, so you can't really say compared to it's my word against yours. I understand that, but think about it. Do you really talk to him normally? I don't think so. Anyways, so with Rykon, yeah, the whole virus thing, I get that. That's kind of warranted, kind of not though. At the same time, it shouldn't be. You can't really brand Rykon as like he's stealing plots, because guess what, he didn't. The whole thing with Ron, I'll bring that up right there too, because that was also spoken in Rykon's little stream where he kind of got wrecked. But he was speaking truth. He was speaking truth, I'll tell you that right now. And I'm just talking from neutral ground. I get he's my friend, but guess what, I wreck him a lot. I talk shit on him a lot. But even then, I will admit he did wreck Jinx on some of the points that he was making. Granted, Rykon isn't that good of a speaker. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about sometimes. It's hard for him to really say what's on his mind or speak the facts, but he tries, But I feel he got the message across. And I'm reiterating what he's doing. And I'm merely, fact-checking. Because I get it. If someone's going to come at Rykon, or anybody else for that matter, they're going to want to defend themselves, regardless of whether they're right or wrong. But I'll assure you, Rykon is very much so right about all of this, the points that he made anyways. With Ron, okay, Ron was kind of brought up in that stream. Ron you could tell he got fucking triggered because he was in that stream trying to defend his life, like as if he was gonna get sent to jail if he was proven wrong, And then after he was done talking about what Ron had to say, he fucking booked it. He left. And then he made a fucking little video. Hence why what you saw in the beginning of my little video. It's pretty long by this point, but I just want to talk about all this and that. And you know me, I like to talk, like make long videos, like they're fucking analysis at this point, you know what I mean? But that's just me. I like to talk about details. Most of these people, like even Rykon, they don't really go into detail about what needs to be said. Hence why they get fucked up a lot, and not the whole truth is actually being spilled, But with me, I can get it all across, regardless of whether you want to watch the full video or not. At least it's there. And you can watch it, and then you'll try to get as much information as you possibly can, at least from me. Anyways, Ron got offended because, and he was a big name, a part of this, like in terms of stealing plot, because Jinx obviously had to learn from Ron. It's not the fact that maybe Ron actually spoke to Jinx directly, because Ron says that him and Jinx hadn't spoken together in fucking months. So I'll believe on that. I believe it's because Ron has, and I know he probably has done it. But Ron, you can always say you haven't. It's your word against mine. You know how that goes. But I feel as though you'd probably say things in the Discord servers that Jinx might be a part of. And if you were talking to, say, Jaito, for example, or anybody else within the Xeno Studio or whatever, and you're just, talk about Rykon doing you dirty, in your words, anyways. And Jinx will see that shit, and then he'll learn about what happened with the whole plot, and that Rykon stole your plot, Ron, which in your eyes at least, that happened. Jinx is gonna think is like, oh yeah, Rykon full on copied, which you'll probably agree with anyways, because you got really butthurt about what happened. I read the DMs, I know about what went down right there. Okay, let me say this for everybody. Rykon made a fucking RP. Shattered Realms, and it goes to show you, Rykon, I hope you fucking listening to this, or anybody else, do not work with fucking like don't hire co-writers unless they're actual fucking friends and you trust the guy, because guess what, if you're gonna pull a Ron and Rykon, it's not gonna end pretty. It's not gonna end well. So I'm saying, if you're gonna make your own RP, do it yourself. Don't hire co-writers unless you absolutely trust them. Maybe they trusted each other. I didn't see it, to be honest. But Rykon kind of fucked up for hiring Ron again, because it's not the first time he's done this. And Ron should have known better and known that every time Rykon cancels a fucking RP, and Ron even said that himself recently, Rykon keeps constantly making new RPs and shit like that and canceling the old ones. Then why do you keep joining him? And I guess that applies to me too. But I'm merely offering him my voice. My, like, video game, me playing a fucking video game. I'm not planning anything. I'm not writing anything. I'm not wasting my time at fucking 4 in the morning writing shit. I'm not doing that, nor do I have any plans to do that. I'm merely helping him as a friend. If he ever wants to kick me out or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I never did. I'd be more happy, to be honest, because I can focus on my stuff, or just me being me, like IRL, or doing other things. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't really hurt me. It wouldn't kill me in the inside. I would not care. But Ron, you kind of fucked up. Accepting. He didn't hold you at gunpoint and told you if you want to be a co-writer or write at 3 in the morning when you got home from work or whatever the fuck it was. You did that on your own. You said yes on your own. He didn't force you to do anything. Let's get that out of the way. So, Ron, you ended up writing for him. You gave him good ideas, because let's face it, your ideas are much better than Rykon's anyways. Even though, yes, sometimes you get a little too stale with the things that you write because you're too busy, like, working on other people's stuff. You know what I mean? Which, again, like, Ron, you need to work on that. Let's be honest, bud. Like Collision X, when you did, co-write, I don't know if you still do, but you need to stop helping too many people with that. But you're helping out Rykon. You helped out his plot, made it much better than it, because that motherfucker's always doing stuff at the cafe all the time. That's his general fucking plot setting for, like, the beginnings of every RP that he makes, dating back to Genesis. Hell, fucking Atlas. But Ron, you helped him out. We get it. That's done. But eventually, he got tired of dealing with most of his original cast from Shattered Realms. You being one of them, of course. He fucking released you. He basically, like, let you go. And you, for some reason, think that he just used you. Like, he basically wanted you to write for him, in which you did, and then he kicked you to the curb. Like, that was always his plan. That was never his plan. He's not the kind of guy to do that. He's not a fucking user. Alright? Let's get it out of the way, because, like, did he ever do that to you in previous RPs? No, he didn't. Then, if he did do that to you, you would never work with him again. There would be no Shattered Realms. But, like, he's not the type of guy. Oopsies. Anyways, he got you into the RP to, like, help out and shit like that. It's just the problem was with Rykon. I'm being honest. I'm trying to tell you this because, like, you've been very ignorant. I've seen what you've said to Rykon. You've been very ignorant. But, like, and you don't need to watch this video. Somebody else who's a friend of yours doesn't even need to tell you. I'm just letting anybody who watches this know that Rykon did not fuck this up. Ron, you got like, he let go of you because you were just being too unreliable in terms of not helping out, like, with the plot and such. Just the fact that he needed you as a voice, as a character, you know what I mean, to appear in parties and in the game, so to move on with the scenes, because you were a main character, Karma. You just weren't doing that, and you've done it before. You've done that to fucking Yukine with Fates. Like, you've done it before, man. Like, and we get it. You have a life. You have work. You're busy. But sometimes you don't even say that. And even then, Rykon catches you doing something like playing another game or something like that. But you don't even tell Rykon. If you told Rykon, then okay. Like, Rykon would know. Like, then you can't really bitch about it. But you never give Rykon a heads up. Nothing like that. And even then, maybe Rykon just wanted to work on a lighter schedule where he didn't need people who had work and had this and that to deal with. And Rykon thought it would be best to let them go, so he can hire people with more clear schedules. And then there you go. No harm, being thrown at anybody. But you thought of it as such anyways. You got mad, I guess, and you ended up saying, well, if I'm out of the RP, can I take my plot with me? Because I was the one who came up with it. Which, yes, you did came up with most of the fucking plot. Yes, you did. But here's the thing. You did that while working under Rykon. You were never a co-founder of this RP. You kept telling Rykon that you're not. You never were, man. Rykon was always talking about this fucking RP. He just hired you at the and I told Rykon too. I'll even admit it right here, right now. I told Rykon, do not let Ron as co-writer because he's gonna fuck it up for you. Like, he's gonna be that guy. And sure enough, you became that guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, Ron, and honestly, I thought you were gonna at least talk to the guy. Be civil about this. Rykon too should have been more civil. Because yes, Rykon, he does talk a lot of shit. Who doesn't talk shit? Not behind their backs. No, it's not like that. He was talking shit to his friends in a party while playing video games. There are some people who told Ron about what he was saying, like, with other friends. And they kind of, like, quote-unquote, snitched him out. Which that wasn't the case, because Rykon wasn't telling everybody, shh, keep it a secret, don't tell Ron. I'll be nice in front of him, but behind, I'll keep talking shit. Rykon wasn't doing that. He was just upset about how Ron was handling the whole plot thing. And when Rykon, because Ron, when he last, when he was about to leave the RP, he was telling Rykon in DMs, he's like, can I at least, at the very least, that you not use my plot so I can use it for any other RP that I work on in the future? Rykon said no, because he was already fucking structured the entire story around this plot, and that he was going to use it for the reboot. Of course, he wasn't about to remake a new plot. I can understand that. So Rykon took that ball and he went with it. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Ron, on the other hand, obviously was bitter about that. He said, okay, just like credit, in the description, and just, I hope all goes well for you. I wish you luck. And then he left. That was that. He gave a thumbs up or whatever it was. And that was it. Very, very, chill. And then afterwards, Ron hears Rykon was talking shit, which is funny because I'll be honest with you, man. We hear about you talking shit about Rykon too. Caught you in the fucking Dragon Ball podcast. You even, made fun of Rykon a little bit. And again, you can't really see that as talking shit. I can understand that. But same goes for over here when Rykon was mentioning you. We weren't fucking, like, legit, like, we're about to throw you in a gas chamber or anything like that. You just took it as such. Which is funny. I want to bring this up. The Dragon Ball podcast, like, this is just an example. It's no hatred toward anybody who made this title, like a Static Ninja. If you made this title Dragon Ball podcast, alright, it's fine, nothing towards you. It's the fact that because you never fucking went at Rykon calling him a copycat or whatever. Guess what, Ron, fucking Jinx, anybody else who brands Rykon a fucking copycat or whatever, Dragon Ball Bull podcast was made by a guy named Kagi Films. You want to look it up? Go ahead. If you haven't already. So you guys, right there, were working on something or being a part of something that, like a name that's already been used before. Oh, I guess that makes you guys copycats, right? Boy, come on. Who cares, though? I'm not about to fucking hold that to fucking heart. You guys shouldn't hold Rykon stealing, like, a fucking name but using a K instead of a C. The same thing. Or the whole virus thing. Let it go. Y'all never really liked virus anyways. Y'all don't even probably watch Unrelenting Gaming on a normal basis. Does he even use that CAC anymore? Come on. Anyways, but back to the whole Ron thing. Ron even said in that little video where I don't know why he did this. He started talking about his the group that he's in, like, because he was a co-founder. Someone named it his group, him and Legends, and I guess Shadows to an extent, even though Shadow is non-existent now. I keep forgetting the name of it. Fucking Xeno Studio. That whole thing. Ron decided to make it about that for like the latter half of his video for some reason. Dude, we did mention it before, but we're like not even on to that anymore. Like, we were legit done with all that. Like, you guys doing you, that's you guys. Us doing our thing, that's our thing, right? But you decided to talk about that like as if like that was the whole reason why we're even talking about these things. Come on. But anyways, no, we're just upset with the treatment of Rykon. Like come on, like, you guys were literally helping out Rykon, and in the moment Rykon doesn't, like, he doesn't mean any ill intention. He just doesn't need any help from you guys in particular. You know what I mean? Only because of schedules. But like, some of y'all took it as like a bad thing and then got real upset and shit, and then boom, there goes that relationship. And Rykon should have known better too. He shouldn't be so fucking trusting of some of you guys, in my opinion. But that's just me. Um, but like, how do I say? What was the one? Because Ron made some fucked up points. Like he was saying that like, well, I don't appreciate you guys mentioning me, listing, like naming me and all this. Dude, you're kind of like the cause of some problems, man. It may not be you directly. It may be the people who are friends with you, and that you know you kind of like. To some point, it's like you're in charge of them for some reason. The way they cling to you at times, man. Like you can't. It's like you guys saying like claiming Yukine sucking me off and shit. It's like, if you guys are gonna say that, yet you're gonna get fucking triggered when we say some of you guys are sucking off Ron or Shadow. How are y'all gonna get triggered when it's the same thing? Get what I'm saying? I never understood that. You guys never, whenever y'all be like, how come Yukine is sucking you off so much? Did you ever see me get triggered? No. But you guys, y'all kept doing like Ron. Like he's like, no one's sucking me off. Yeah, man. Okay. But like, you know, again, like you can't help that. If people are gonna kiss your ass like that, then it might be your responsibility to like tell them when they do something stupid that they're doing something stupid. You know what I mean? Or just like fucking like don't like lie about it and be like, no, they're not sucking me off. Cause like, man, it's simple. It's plain as day. It's like you can, yes, he can get out of hand with the shit that he does and says. Like, that's why I don't deny it. I don't fucking be like, no, he doesn't. Fuck you guys. Come on. But anyways, with like Ron, you kind of messed up a little bit later on into the little video. You said that you were going to, and I quote, like, if Rykon ever wanted to talk to you on Discord, which is something he should have done a while back, it might be the way you said it. You said it like, it might not be too, or it might be too late, but I'll still want to talk to you, or whatever, to hash it out. Which I was like, well, at least he's fine with talking about it. We even convinced Rykon to message you that, like, earlier today, and to, like, you know, talk to you about all that. But you didn't. As soon as he started talking to you or wanted to, you know, talk about the game, right? And we saw the share play thing, the share screen. He was being chill, and you can even show the screenshots too if you want to. So can Rykon. And he was trying his best to want to cooperate with you, or at least talk to you in a normal civil way. And you kept on pushing him away, and you were being a dick, and you were like, "Don't talk to me anymore, kid." Or like, you know, treating him like a little fucking child. Dude, don't forget, you're a kid too. And based on how you've been acting, especially in these little screenshots, man, you were being a real dick. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, he was just trying to talk to you. Like, apparently, Rykon was talking shit to Tank. He was never talking shit to Tank. And I'm going to say that is in the parties that I was in. I'm in a lot of parties with Rykon. Rykon's never shit talk Tank. I've never shit talked Tank. We don't fucking disrespect Tank like that. Like, we'll admit, we do throw shade at you, Ron. We do not throw shade at Tank. Never have. Probably never will. Tank's done nothing to us or anybody in this whole community. I think the only person to actually want beef with him was fucking Cobra. And that was over Tank's little schedule. And yes, Rykon doesn't like Tank's schedule too much. But can you blame him? It's not Tank's fault. He has work. He has a life. He has a family. We get that. But Rykon wanted to let him go because he couldn't make it too much. Rykon wasn't about to stay up till like 11 p.m. for Tank to get out of work to record. And there's nothing wrong with that. Rykon still values Tank as a friend, as have I. A lot of people like Tank. That's why that one time when Cobra was being a little too far with talking about Tank, we fucking shut him up for Tank. Tank wasn't aware of what Hitman was saying. And Hitman was calling him out in a fucking group chat. And we're telling Hitman to shut the fuck up. So we respect Tank so much we'll even defend him. We never talk shit to him. So I don't know, Ron, where you got that shit from. When Rykon even asked Ron in those screenshots on Discord, he asked him who told you that or whatever. He was trying to get to the bottom of that. Ron kept avoiding him. Ron wasn't even saying, I'm not going to tell you. He was just avoiding him. He was ignoring him and telling him to stop messaging him. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. That's fucking immature as shit. Like, how old are you, man? Like, Rykon says, like, he's like, you're Ron, you're like older than 17 or something. Dude, if you are, act like it. Come on. Just literally, you said it yourself in that video of yours. You were down to talk to Rykon. That is no way to talk to Rykon. The way you did it. I'm sorry, man. That fucked you over big time. But, anyways, with Jinx, man, Ron clearly fucked up with all that. His whole beef with Rykon. Like, I am 100% on Rykon's side on that. I saw everything. I've seen the screenshots of those two in their conversations beforehand. By the way, Ron, your little proof that you were sending in that video about, like, Rykon stealing your ideas or whatever, yeah, that's not proof. Sending 2 screenshots with one only having your name on it and having "leave me alone" on the bottom text, that is not proof. Look it up. Please. Look up what evidence means. Might do yourself a favor. I'm sorry I'm coming off as an asshole by saying these things, but like shit like that gets me real heated. Because Rykon doesn't deserve that shit. That level of like I don't even know how to put it. Like that, it's just scummy. And Jinx doesn't know Rykon, so I don't know, Jinx, what you were on about on that. I get it though, drama's drama. All of us are a fucking problem, are a problem within this community with drama. We've all done drama before. Me, you, whoever the fuck's watching this at some point had to have had any negative feeling toward anybody, whether they know him personally or not. Drama's been existing around here since like 2017, from what I remember, at least being in the community myself. We've not had a single year where no one starts shit. I'll let you know that right now. And it's all caused by different people. Some have done it more than others. But it's happened before with everybody. But, anyways, I know this is a very long video. It's like more than half hour long. I get that. I just hope some of you who are at least a part of this whole argument or this feud, at least, you know, have the patience to watch through all of this. Because I'm trying to help out both sides. Ron kind of dug himself into a hole. There's no way I can respect the dude after what he's done. If only he's actually spoke to Rykon, and that's up to him. Rykon, he tried. I legit saw it. He tried to lend a hand to talk to him. Ron legit just pushed it away and started being a little dick. So I doubt that relationship will mend. I never consider Ron a close friend or anything of the sort. He was merely an associate anyways, so if he hates me from all this, and so be it. He's still a good content creator. I will react to some of his fucking, you know, episodes and whatnot. If he does a good job, I'll congratulate him on that. But as a person, I do not respect him. Only as a content creator. Just from all this alone. Unless him and Rykon can figure something out. But I doubt that would ever happen. Their bridge has been fucking burned. Jinx, I don't hate you. At one point, yes, I did. You annoyed the shit out of me, as I probably annoyed you too. We've seen a lot of what Virus has done, what Len has done. We've seen a lot of shit in like 2018. But of course we have different morals and we see different things now. We don't really agree with each other that much, but we still respect what we do. And I'm fine with you doing you, whatever you do on your channel, like your Minecraft videos, or you preferring to do RPs outside the Xenoverse 2 community. I'm fine with that. Like, you do you, man. As long as you're happy doing whatever you think, then party on, dude. But, man. This whole thing is just a fucking clusterfuck. I'll say that right now. Like, all of a sudden, Rykon's just getting shit on. Like, holy fuck, dude. What did this guy do? But anyways, if you want more information, please let me know in the comments. If you want to hash things out on a personal level, let me know. I'll be dying to talk to whoever wants to hear this shit. Just know I am not lying. I give you my fucking word. And of course, it's gonna come to like whether you trust me or not. If you don't trust me, it is what it is. But I'm being genuinely honest. I'm not being butthurt about anything. In fact, I'm not even really fully involved. Like the whole thing with Jinx. The only thing I was involved in, I forgot to say this. Jinx, my dude, you gotta like, and I get it. You don't like, what do you call it? My RP boot camp. I can understand that. I'm fine with that. It's your opinion. But your reason for that was, it's because it seemed like I was looking out to destroy everybody's RPs. Nah, dude. If that was really the case, most of my fucking people would have been gone. They would have gotten triggered because like the way I'm handling their RPs. I guess I'm only handling certain RPs. Most of the dialogue is unscripted anyway, so it seems like a roast is happening. That's not entirely on me. That's entirely on the person who's talking said roast. And even then, I'm aware of power scaling. Power scaling exists within all of these characters and in this RP. There are some stronger than others, some weaker than others. That's just how it is. Of course, you're going to see somebody get their ass handed to. If you see a Super Saiyan 2 against a Super Saiyan 4, you bet your ass the 4 is going to win. And like, I'm just going by power levels. I asked everybody in my cast, how strong is their character? And I didn't tell anybody how strong the other person was. I was merely seeing, and then I was going to compare and see who's better than who. And obviously, I've done a good job on that. It's just there's a matter of people being a little retarded and not acting like their characters in certain dialogue scenes. That's probably what you're looking into, I imagine. But none of this is even canon in the first place. I'll let you know right now. I confirmed it long ago before this RP even started. When I talked to my actors, I told them. Some of them were even like shook. They were like, is this going to be canon? I told them, I assured them, no, it's not. It's non-canon, so don't worry. Your character's not actually going to die. So I don't know who told you that, or if you figured that out on your own. It's not canon, buddy. And it never will be canon. For some characters that have cancelled RPs, possibly. But I'd have to get their permission, like Rykon, for example, is fucking Dragon Kings. I'd have to get his permission, because like that and Dimension's long dead. But whatever. Just like, again, if you're going to want to assume things like that, at least give me a heads up. Like, let me know. And like, ask me. It wouldn't hurt to ask. I'm not a fucking guy who will scream at your fucking head whenever you say something that wasn't true. You know what I mean? Just give me a heads up, and I'll say yes, that is true, or I'll say no, that's a lie. Like, I'll let you know. Like, but you know, again, like, you know, if you don't like my RP, that's fine. You mentioned the Apollo series. It's a little bit like Green and Greener. I mean, in the form of it being a comedy, then sure. But that thing's been 2 years ago, isn't it? That thing's dead. Like 2 episodes. But hey, I liked Green and Greener show. From what I remember, I watched like the first episode. It was pretty funny. I didn't get any inspiration from that. But hey, I'll take it as a compliment, I suppose. But anyways, I think I've overstayed my welcome here. I have said everything that I need to say. Again, if you want more information, let me know. Maybe Rykon's gonna make a follow-up to all of this, and he's gonna say what needs to be said. I don't know. But there are plenty of evidence, and I mean actual evidence, not like some bullshit couple fucking text or Discord where you don't even know who sent this and that, and it's like so zoomed in, and like one screenshot at that, 2 screenshots. Rykon's gonna, I'm pretty sure he'd supply you guys a lot to get the full story, but it's on him. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just been a crazy day with all this and that. Jinx, you're still chill. I still like you as a person. You're fine. I can respect the grind. Ron, you're a good content creator. I'll just leave it at that. But anyways, Rykon, good luck with you, you fool. I don't know what else to tell you. Just good luck, amigo. Virus, yeah, I think that's about it. Jaito, good luck. Static, if you're watching this, dude, no fucking hatred against you. Like, you're actually the most chillest dude from Xeno Studio that I've had the privilege of at least talking to. Maybe it may have been once or twice, or you know. I'm also going to be watching your RP series now that Saiyan War is literally non-existent. It literally got deleted. I'm probably going to be watching your series next. But yeah, you guys in Xeno Studio, keep doing you guys, whatever. Let's just hope things can get better from here on out. You know, I did my best to supply you guys with information so that way things don't get twisted. Rykon doesn't hate any of you guys. I mean, maybe now he probably hates Ron a little bit. Maybe Jinx, but whatever. You guys can always talk to him. Hit him up on Discord, PS4, or hit me up on PS4 Discord, whatever you want to do. But with all that said, I think it's time I vanish, I guess. But yeah, peace, guys. See you next time.